Okay, I'm not too fond of telling stories, but telling stories is something that a lot of people do. So I feel compelled that I should do it myself. Now, telling stories is difficult, but I have one story that I vividly remember, and it's a bad story, so enjoy. So we've all had our share of school field trips. You know those things? You get on a bus, you go somewhere, you hate it, you come back. And usually, if you had a good school, you'd get to come back at the end of the day. So all you had was your last final set of classes that usually weren't that bad. But this year, because I'm seventh grade now, that changed. But that's not the theme. So one day we went on a field trip because we were in advanced science class, and so we got a field trip as a reward for doing the science fair and not quitting. And we went to a place called 4-H camp. Now, hopefully, I don't get sued for using that name, but 4-H camp was pretty fun in general. But then we got to the point where we were doing activities, and those weren't too fun. Most of them were actually fun. But then we got to the third day, and we did a hike. Oh god, the hike. Okay, so on the hike, we were going on a trail, but they gave the employees the map to find the start of the trail, but we were looking at the map wrong, I guess, or something, and we went on the wrong trail at first. Then we realized that, so we went all the way back to our cabins, and the employees were not in the mood for going on a trail after what they did, and realized that it was probably they already did more than that trail was gonna hold for them to walk. But their offer was pretty tempting, and me and my friends, which I'll say their names because they won't care, Max and John, or I know only Max was in my group. Max was like, yeah, it's a pretty solid offer, but there's this one kid who's so annoying, and I thought he was a good kid after going to this fair thing with him, this camp. He didn't seem that bad, but he said, I want to go on the field trip because I wanted to go on the hike. So they couldn't just leave that one kid disappointed. They had to go on the hike. And the whole time we were all thinking about the ice cream and stuff we could have had if we just went back to the cabin. So we were all having a very bad grudge against Ryan already. Oh, shoot. We're gonna call him Ryan anyways. So we get into the trail, and we've already basically made it halfway up. We go look at this tower thing that looks like it was a watchtower, so people could 360 no scope people across the map. And then we were going back, and we didn't know if we should go back the way we came, or if there was another trail that looped around. Now, being in my own right mind was like, there should be a trail that loops around. We shouldn't have to walk all the way back. So there was a road that was like a split path. So we walked down the way opposite of where we came, and we thought there'd be a trail that looped around. It didn't, and so a bunch of kids, after we reached something, started suggesting that we build a raft and go across the lake that was separating us from the camp hallway because we were supposed to be having lunch by now. And then me and my friend Max were dying. We were so tired. A lot of people were really tired. The chaperones were tired and did not want to keep going. And so we went back up. We went back the way we came. And let me tell you, that was an uphill hike. So when we went downhill, it took more energy than we wanted it to take. You couldn't go slow because when you went downhill, if you stopped, you'd trip and fall. If you go too slow, you'll trip and fall. So we just had to go with the road. But then finally, when we got back, lunch was almost over. It was 10 minutes in, so we were the last class there. And I told all my friends about the story. They started laughing, and they said, haha, you only had to walk 11 miles. We had to walk 12 because we went even farther than you. And I was like, haha, why are you bragging again? So anyway, that's the whole story. It was only 4 minutes. Yeah, I know. But the actual event was, an hour? I'll ask my friend, and in the end card, I'll tell you what he said, because I recorded my end cards after.
Alright, guys, welcome to this end card. I called my friend. He said that he thinks we were on the trip for about 2 hours or so, 2 hours and 30 minutes. Which I think is a little insane for a hike, but yeah. So if you want to see more of these videos, like, I don't know, 10 likes and I'll probably do it. That's more than I expect. So 5 will probably do the trick if I'm being honest. So yeah, this video took like maybe 2 hours, 3 hours to make, so I can make these pretty fast. So just need the motivation to, at least. So bye.